to thank everybody for being here. I don't know everybody. I think I do. I think I introduced myself to just about everybody, but if I didn't, I apologize. But I know most of the ones I didn't, I think I introduced myself to. So I'm Rob Crane. I'm the Robotics Program Director here for the Robotics and Integrated Technologies program, which we just kicked off last fall. So we're going to kind of keep this kind of informal, but I think the main thing that I think we'd like to take out of here is what can we do as a robotics program and technology program, automation program, to better serve everybody that's out here, our industry partners and in our local community and in the manufacturing field. Kicking it off real quick, I'm going to introduce a couple of different people. I'd like to introduce Gabe McCready. Gabe is from the IST. He's the president of operations, I believe, over at IST. Yep. So he's got a little bit he wants to talk about educational robots. So I'm going to turn it over to him for a few minutes.
Yeah. Thanks, Rob. So yeah, I'm Gabe with IST. We represent FANUC in education. So our sole goal is trying to bring FANUC's CNC and robotic solutions to the classroom. Trying to get students obviously job ready, so they're learning in the classroom on the same equipment that they're going to see when they walk into any one of your facilities. So making sure that they're using curriculum directly from FANUC and credentials that come directly from them. So when they come into your HR meetings or their hiring meetings, you can see those credentials and hopefully see some value that they've been hands-on with equipment, that you recognize. So FANUC's in about 1,500 schools right now across the U.S., as low as a middle school all the way up to universities. So really our sole goal is just exposing students to the careers and making sure that the schools have access to FANUC's technology in the classroom. So today we brought 3 cobots in. We had about 40 students this morning, and it was phenomenal. They jumped right in, gravitated to it. These are smart kids. They grow up with technology in their hands, so you give them a pendant like this and it's like, boom, it happens fast. So I think it's just students don't know what they don't know. They haven't been in your facilities. They don't see manufacturing as we do. They think it's dark, dirty, dull, dangerous. So a lot of what we're trying to do is just bring exposure. Let them get hands-on, see how when they're using FIRST robotics, it aligns with this. They're already learning this. They just didn't know that they can apply those concepts, what they learn in the classroom, in a manufacturing environment. So really we're just here for exposure and hopefully helping promote the program so it gets fuller and fuller as years go on. We're going to be over here with the cobots. If you want to get hands-on with them and learn more about cobots specifically, obviously they're not meant for every application, but it's good in an educational setting. They're easy to use. The program is much simpler. So if you want to check anything out, we'll be over here. You can get hands-on with it. Like I said, the programs that you saw when you walked in here, we didn't create those. The students that were in here this morning did that, inside of 10, 15 minutes. So these are really simple to use, but again, it's not meant for every application. But if you want to learn more, we'll be over here. So that's really all I have.
Thanks, Gabe.
Yep.
Next, I'd like to introduce a guy that I've met 3 or 4 years ago, who's a large part of what we do here at our Robotics and Integrated Technologies program, and that's Mr. Mike McHale. He's going to talk a little bit about the things that he obviously helps us with, and some other things he's got going on.
Yeah, thanks everybody. Mike McHale. This program kind of came up as an oddball way. But I came back to the area about 5 years ago. I was born and raised here. 5 years ago, Ken Krepke, who works for Ben Franklin, for Angelo, and Don Webster, who runs TechBridge, said I need to meet Jill Murray. So I meet Jill Murray at the shop, and she's like, what do we need to do here? And I'm like, well, we need to have this lab. So 5 years ago, we kind of drafted this on the whiteboard at the shop. And over the course of the last 4 years, leading up to this year, we put the plans together. Congressman Cartwright and Senator Blake here helped with some funding. The university, the college put money in. PSA put a couple $100,000 in, and we started this program. This program is to help feed into PSA, but feed into the manufacturers we're working for. So the whole idea was pretty simple. We need to sell robot systems to companies that don't have systems. We need to train those employees and that staff. So you can't call us every day when something doesn't work. The idea was to have a facility. We bring customers in, you train on our floor, we send it to the lab here. From a customer standpoint, we handle we can handle your needs from the start of the project all the way through training. That was the genesis of this project. The cycle of what we've been able to do economically for the school is kind of reinventing the model a little bit. Originally, the thought was, okay, we're going to do training, but we didn't quite grasp how fast the adult market was going to grow. So now the system's starting to pay for itself, and the reinvestment is going to be able to help. And we were able to do this in 6 months in reality. You know, when we were bringing the first classes, and we didn't even have robots because they weren't here yet. And here we are, already running 6 groups through the system here. So the process is working. Give us another year, we'll keep adding robots to be able to help all of our customers as we deploy PLC training, bringing high school students in or adult learners in. Now we can start funneling that staff into PSA. That's the entire idea of this program, is growth, and start bringing high school students through and teaching them that this is manufacturing. Manufacturing is what we do every day. It's not the old school 1980s way of manufacturing. So I don't want to keep anybody. We could talk afterwards, but thanks for everybody for coming and showing up today. Appreciate it.